Hey there, everyone. Once again, I am Pookie Izzy7, the underdog of the underrated, and yeah, it's time for another personal moment. Of course, yeah, it's going to be about the most exciting people on YouTube, the Let's Players. You know what? We gamers, I don't know, we have it rough because there are so many games and so little time to play them all. And the Let's Play community consists of so many people. I include myself because I too am a Let's Player. On top of being a writer, but really, the Let's Play community is is pretty awesome. Being a Let's Player myself, it only means that when you play a game, you really have to know what you're saying, what you're doing while you're playing the game. You have to show the little things that are being showed through guides or maps, and even what aren't shown in guides or maps. I could, if I were to play anything modern, I would play something like Dynasty Warriors 6, Samurai Warriors 3, something like that. Probably Xenosaga, but then again, Xenosaga is pretty freaking long, but I wouldn't mind it. And Let's Players, there have been plenty of those who do like maybe 30 within 6 or 7 weeks or so, like 30 episodes, 6 or 7 weeks. That's probably like 2, 3, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm just giving them a precise number. And there's a difference between those who are doing a walkthrough or playthrough and a let's player. But the thing is, there is no big difference between that of someone who is doing a let's play and somebody who is doing a walkthrough. The only thing is, through a walkthrough, you're just really showing off the game as is, and at the same time, you're just playing it casually. And yes, I started off that way. Really, I started off playing the Chronicles of the Radia War, which was my first walkthrough or playthrough. And my second one was, of course, there have been plenty. I couldn't say in order which they are, but I know I did Radia Senki, Pop and Twinbee. I'll probably do that as a let's play again. There have been plenty of let's plays I've done, and then there's plenty of let's plays that I've seen. I spent like 4 years actually watching let's play before I became an official let's player in of last year, really. Right after I believe it was right after September. It was right around September I just started doing let's plays. And look at me now. I got 50 subs and 800 videos. I pushed the 800 mark yesterday, or rather today. So, woohoo! Another thing is, there is no right or wrong way to do a let's play. Really. You could be casual about it, which not many people actually, well, I can't say not many people actually do casual let's play, but I've seen it done. I've seen it done, and it works both ways. The way I do my let's plays, well, as you've seen, I use codes for certain let's plays. Like for Fire Emblem, yes, I use certain codes, but I still get hit every once in a while. Every so often, I may have one person die, and I may have to reload off a save state, just because that is what you're not supposed to do, or how you do this, and I mean, there's no right or wrong way to do a let's play. Honestly, as long as you love doing the game, I mean, you can say whatever you want. I mean, you know, curse if you need to. Say shit, fuck, I don't like this game on camera, but seriously, you kind of do. Even if you might say it on camera, your feelings might differ when it's off the camera and when you're just posting to your own comments about what you just said, because somebody else will be watching, and those who'll be watching, you get views on it. But I'm here to say this: I when I was a teacher, the first thing I really did teach kids was poetry. So this is where it comes in saying it's the same thing for let's play. There's no right or wrong way to do a let's play. I mean, I mean, as long as you have fun with the game, I think that's what really matters. It doesn't matter if somebody will subscribe to you, if you do a certain let's play or a certain walkthrough. I mean, as long as you personally enjoy the game and play it as is. I've learned through let's play, I missed 5 good years. I missed 5 good years of my life, and within those 5 good years that I've missed, I've not once realized that let's playing is, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm being creative with mine, as you can see. Like I would have for January, I would have a certain time to do games from a certain company, like Sunsoft, Sega, Nintendo, whatever. And you know, there are certain people that will look at it and say, "Oh, you did Blastmaster. Oh, you did such and such. Oh." And February it'll be Fire Emblem February or something else. If it's not Fire Emblem February, it'll be something else other than February. Something else in February. I don't know. Maybe I might say Final Fight February. But there's a certain theme with everything. Like with March coming up, it's the March of the Super Robots. I don't know. It's a play on words. I don't know. I just thought of something. I mean, really, it's not like, oh, well, what are you gonna do for March? So most people do Mega Man. Most people do something for March, and you know, my thing is I like to be different with my LPs. I don't like to do the same thing that everybody else is doing. If I and the thing is I do mine much differently, and I have a certain way of saying certain things about it. And even if I'm foreshadowing certain areas, that doesn't mean I'm spoiling anything. I'm just letting you know, okay, this area is such and such. We'll be coming back to it later. Remember it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys because that's not how I roll. Another thing is, let me see. Another thing is when I'm doing certain Let's Plays, yes, they have a certain theme to them. Like March, which is in a day, is going to be about super robots. In April, it's going to be about nostalgia because I, as a gamer, I don't ever forget my roots. I think that's one of the least problems we have today. It's like when we're gaming, we often forget. A, it's not about the it's not about the achievements. It's not about the fact that you have certain a certain console that you play off, and I mean, I'm sorry, but it's basically about the game. It's all about playing the game, showing it off. It's about enjoying it. Not many people actually do that. I mean, I wish there were more, but to me, being a Let's Player is just that. For me, I like to play casual games. I like to have fun with it. I like to make bad jokes off of it. I like to make good jokes. I like to make jokes. I like making people laugh while they're watching a Let's Play. Now, I'm not sure if I'm all that exciting, but I try to liven it up as best I possibly can. However, I do enjoy being a Let's Player. And if I would do something more modern day, I'd do it. Like I said, March has a certain theme, April has a certain theme. May doesn't really have a theme, so therefore, I might take a hiatus from Let's Play. Because A, my first book is coming out, so therefore, I really wouldn't have time to do a Let's Play because of my book, and my book would require me to take time off because who knows? I might have a schedule, and with that schedule, I might be going to malls and whatnot, doing doing autographs or just sitting there for some kind of I don't know. It's not scheduled, but it's something like a seminar. I'll be sitting there for a seminar, and I might be bored to tears, so I might want to sneak off, try to find a pizza place or a GameStop, and just hide in there. I remember when I was doing that. I remember when I was first invited to an outing like that. I got so bored because nothing was really going on. I really wanted to go to GameStop, and I wanted to get something to eat. I didn't have the money for it, but I did have something to eat because I've been put through a lot, and boredom just started setting in. So, March, May, May. It might be just that one reason why I won't do it. However, I won't stop playing video games. I mean, I might surprise you in May. I don't know. You might see something you never expected me to show off, but that's completely that's completely up to me, isn't it? Another thing about being a Let's Player is there are there are plenty of games out there that can be done and redone, and it's just like reading a book. You read a certain book one time, and it doesn't appeal to you. Same thing with a certain game. You play a certain game, and at first it doesn't appeal to you. But when you see someone else do the same game that you just played, and yet you have never seen anything like that, it kind of makes you think, "Wow, I never saw this game like this being done like this before." And this person is doing it. This person is playing this game much better than I thought. So I'm quite surprised. You know, I mean, I watch many Let's Plays. I do more watching than I do my own. I mean, I do my own Let's Plays around maybe 10 or 11 p.m. my time on the Pacific Coast, and I will play until maybe at least 6 a.m. in the morning, 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning because I'm uploading all this stuff that I'm doing early in the morning. Trust me, I work late. I work late because I've been doing that for years and years when I was doing my first book. So therefore, it's like nothing to me. It's like, oh, I can stay up, catch a quick nap, like maybe an hour worth nap, while this is uploading. I'm not doing anything. Okay, I wake up an hour later. I grab something to eat, come back here. and somewhat relax for a bit, watch someone else do a let's play like Deadly Premonition or Final Fantasy 5, 6, something. I don't know. I wouldn't know. But yeah, I enjoy being a let's player, and I enjoy anybody who's ever done a let's play. I mean, I could mention some names of who I think of who I believe are pretty much the funniest let's players I've ever seen do games. I know for one, Big Fatty Plus. He's funny as hell. I mean, go check out his let's play of Shakan the Forever Man. He will have you rolling in stitches because this game is totally jacked up. And as much as I've seen his episodes of that one game, or that many other games, I mean, he's on Super Back to the Future 2. And out of all the Back to the Future games, it is not accursed. It is not accursed. So I mean, he does some funny stuff. He does some funny stuff through his games. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I know some people like besides him. There's Upstart DJ. He got some mad skills when he's playing certain games. Like he did No More Heroes, which I think that's how I got around to actually, getting to know him because he does No More Heroes. He's currently doing Little King's Story. He also did Super Mario Kart Super Circuit and the original. Plus, he does Pokemon. He does some good stuff. I also like to say Reign of Hearts. He does some obscure. I mean, he does some obscure JRPGs. I mean, you want obscure? That guy does obscure, or just obscure RPGs. Not to mention, he has a fabulous singing voice. I swear, you listen to his voice when he's not doing the game and he's doing his little projects like it's saying, he has a fabulous singing voice. Another person I would like to recommend is Mr. G Wool. Mr. G Wool. He's doing Mega Man Battle Network, and he is the most busiest man on the face of the planet Earth. He loves his games as much as he loves his life. And, really, he's awesome. He also did Super Mario World, and he did not break under pressure. I mean, there are plenty other Let's Players I'd mention. I can also say Magma WK because he did XCOM and the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. I swear, for some reason, that is so weird. I mean, that game itself is just so weird. Magical Quest. I mean, the series. I don't know why, but it's like it's up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. But there are plenty of people who do Let's Plays. And aside from myself, yes, I do Let's Plays as well. I mean, I did Rise Star as my 50 sub special, and I'm going to be doing the Super Robot Tyson games, which for some reason that's going to be, I don't know, I'm excited because I'm going to geek out on that game. I kid you not, I am going to geek out on the game. So many people. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the Game Anyone people. They know their games like the back of their own hands. So if you don't know, you better check them out because they are awesome. You know who they are. You've seen them around on YouTube. I don't need to explain who they are because they do awesome game work. Aside from that, and I do mean aside from that, I mean, we Let's Players have interesting lives outside of that. I mean, we try to make it as best as we can because honestly, it's fun. And if I mention somebody, I should mention somebody else because, well, I should. I really should. But I can't think of the person I'm thinking of right now. I mean, there's also Valis. Changed his name to Valis HD, but he's still Valis. He's currently doing an LP of Final Fantasy IV on the Super Nintendo, and he does some great work, even though he calls it something else. He doesn't call it Let's Play. He calls it the gaming experience, which is awesome because that kind of says I'm different, but I'm still an LPer. So that's the same thing with me. I still say Let's Play in all my works, but I call them underrated games because that's what they are. They are games that haven't had that much credit and haven't seen the light of day since. Or even if they did, not many people know of its existence. So therefore, the games I do are very underrated. See, but they might have a certain pop. A certain level of popularity, but not that much though. Not like Mario or Sonic or even Crash Bandicoot. I mean, just just because of that, I mean, if I were to do the games that were popular, then I wouldn't call them underrated games. So really, to all the Let's Players out there, to all the Let's Players out there, you're awesome. I just want you to know, you're awesome. You take your time and your energy for however long a Let's Play for you might take. Oh yeah, I almost forgot one person. One person on my one person on my friends list, which I'm glad to be watching Let's Plays of. RPG Looney. He did Fantasy Star 4, and I just watched an episode of it. And like I said, I follow the game along like if it was a religion, but you know, only because I personally have the game in my collection too. So, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. I mean, I'm doing a let's play of it myself, but I think I'm gonna put that on hold until I finish everything else. So let's play Fantasy Star 4. The end of the millennium is being put on hold until every other let's play is done. So that's a little announcement there. Anyway, like I said to all the let's players, you guys are awesome. Don't stop gaming. Don't ever stop gaming. Because, gaming is what keeps us sane, what keeps us insane, but what keeps us happy. That's what's important. I've, of course, been the underdog of the underrated Pookie Izzy 7, and that was a personal moment of Let's Play. Have a good night, people.